The waitlist allows you to create your future and upcoming events without actually adding them onto the schedule and keep track of when each of these events actually needs to be done by. So you can see here that we have a waitlist with 9 events in it. All of these events have an earliest date, and some of them have a latest date that they need to be due by. But none of these events are actually on the schedule yet. So we can create waitlists anywhere that you can create events. You can create them directly from your estimate. You can create them from a new event. You can create them from a multi-step program, or you can take an existing event that's on the schedule and turn it back into a waitlist event. So how do we actually create a new event for the waitlist? If you're creating a visit from scratch, or if you're in the creation flow from an estimate event, you can create a new waitlist event, assign a customer, a property, everything you would do for a normal event. But then when we come down to scheduling, we see that we have the option for a single visit, a recurring series, or we can add this to the waitlist. So if we select to add this to the waitlist, we can now tell it when the earliest date this event can be done and when it needs to be done by with the latest date. For this event, let's say it's not ready to be done until sometime next week. We can't actually do it this week. So we'll say December 1st is the earliest date, but it definitely needs to be done next week. So the latest date we'll allow it to be done is Friday the 5th. From here, you can do any other of your event processes by like assigning crews, tags, uploading photos. And when you create the visit, now we're going to see that on the waitlist. So here we have new waitlist event, earliest December 1st, latest December 5th. And that event will hang out here on the waitlist until we're ready to schedule it. Now, when we are ready to schedule it, we can either do that directly from the waitlist here, or we can do it from within the schedule. First, I'll show you from the waitlist here. We can select this event and click the calendar icon here. And we can select a single day for this to actually land on. Let's say we know it needs to be on Wednesday, and go ahead and schedule that for Wednesday. Another way to do this, if we need more scheduling options, we can click that same button. But if we click on more scheduling options, that's going to bring us back to our event details page, where we can then do any of the advanced scheduling we need to do. We turn this back into a single visit, and we can make this multi-day. We can add a start time and do any of the actual detailed scheduling that needs to be done for this event. So let's say this one needs to be on Friday, but we're going to add a start time of 9 a.m. to it. Now, when we save this, it's no longer going to be a waitlist event, and we should see it on that Friday. Now, back to the waitlist, we can see that there are some helpful tags here. Most of these events are upcoming. That means they're going to be sometime in the future, but they're not urgent. If they're within the next 7 days, they're going to be marked as due soon. And if we've already passed that latest date, you can see that they're overdue. So we have one overdue item here, but maybe we're not sure where it should be on the schedule or what availability we have. So of course, we're going to want to look at our schedule. But instead of jumping between this page and our waitlist page, we can now show the waitlist directly on the schedule here. So you can see I'm looking at the week of November 24th through 30th. And so in the waitlist, it's going to show me waitlist events that are eligible for the 24th to the 30th. So here you can see that overdue project. It looks like we have plenty of availability starting Tuesday. So I'm going to go ahead and add this one. I'll select this Tuesday, November 25th, and go ahead and add that to the schedule. You can see it says it was added, and it showed up right here on Tuesday. While we're at it, let's add this single mo. Maybe add this one to Wednesday. And that one will show up on Wednesday. From here, the last thing you can do is actually bulk schedule these events. So let's say there's a couple multi-step round twos here. Let's select both of these. And we want to add both of these to the schedule on this Friday. So we'll select them, select our date, Friday, and schedule these two events at the same time. When we're looking at the waitlist page, we can also filter these down by different criteria, such as the event name, or the budgeted hours, or the status of the event. So maybe I have a lot of waitlist events here, and I'm looking for one that will fit in a day that I only have a little bit of time left for. So maybe I'm trying to round out my Tuesday, and I need an event that has a minimum of 0 budgeted hours, but a maximum of only 0.5 budgeted hours. When I apply that filter, you can see it narrowed it down to this event, which is only supposed to take us 0.5 budgeted hours, so I know that this will fit into my schedule. So I can use these filters to find any sort of waitlist event that I'm looking for, whether it's by customer, by property, by date, budgeted hours, or by the crew that it's assigned to. So with this, you can start creating your events, whether it's from your estimate, from your unscheduled work, or your multi-step programs, and having them live on your waitlist page until you're actually ready to get them onto the schedule.